New tonight, a former Bellevue teacher is sentenced to 20 years in prison for not only owning, but making child pornography.
It's a case Fox 13 has been following since 2020, and the investigation actually started in the UK. Fox 13's Alejandro Guzman joins us live from the newsroom now, and you spoke with the agent leading this investigation tonight.
Why did he say the pandemic played such a huge role in this particular case?
David, Jamie, I can tell you that this is a very disturbing case, according to prosecutors. The details in court papers say this is too graphic to even describe, but what we do know is that Stuart Hoffman complained the pandemic made it harder for him to access his victim. Now, Homeland Security is urging parents to educate their children about the online dangers making them a risk. But of course, we want to warn you, some of the details described in this story may be disturbing.
Former Newport High School teacher Stuart Hoffman has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for producing and possessing child porn. This on top of another conviction, the rape of a child in King County. The case unraveled after a child pornography investigation started in the United Kingdom. Online tracking led them back to Hoffman. The 31-year-old was sending explicit child images to a man in the UK. He was arrested in May of 2020, where Homeland Security found images showing a child between 5 and 11 years old being molested, a child he had access to outside his duties as a teacher.
They share it as, a badge of honor, like, hey, I'm the one that's with this child. They take pride in the fact that they're able to produce it, and that gives them credibility in their community of pedophiles.
Hoffman's emails to the man in the UK were a part of the evidence prosecutors used. They describe one where Hoffman admits to the abuse and having recorded it. In the email, he also complained about the pandemic making it harder to have access to the victim. Judge Tana Lynn said the details of this case were, quote, every parent's worst nightmare. Hoffman had 7 videos of a child being molested and 1,764 images of sexual abuse of a child.
It is all about a collection for them, and a collection of children that have been, exploited, and it's really sickening.
In this case, 283 images were known child victims. Hoffman pled guilty in February of 2022. He must pay each victim $3,000. So far, restitution is $108,000, but it could be much higher after Judge Lynn determines the full amount. According to court calculations, that's at least 36 victims. When released from prison, he will have to register as a sex offender.
And this is not a random occurrence. This happens, as you can see, internationally every single day.
Because of this, officials are warning you, parents, of social media and the door it opens to predators virtually.
Because we see a lot of times these kids fall into what's called sextortion, where they thought it was their boyfriend that they sent an illicit picture to, and it turns out to be a man, and then he threatens to send that picture to the whole school unless they send more, and then they can't get out of this cycle.
Homeland Security says it's important to educate children about the dangers. They suggest monitoring your child's online activity and keeping an eye out for gifts showing up at home. All grooming techniques predators use to friend children online. Back to you.